Well, hello brothers and sisters. I'm finally out of my house. My quarantine is over and it's rainy, so I can't really go many places. Well, nonetheless, welcome to Mission Zero, and if this is your first time here, my name is Shawn, and this is FlashBack Friday, the show where we take stories from the past and apply them to the present to create a better future. We've been talking all week about leadership, and I think it behooves us to close on a really important and powerful note, and we're going to do that by talking about a story out of Exodus chapter 4. Exodus chapter 4 continues the story of how Moses became the leader of the Hebrews. And 4:10 is where we're going to really focus today. And 4:10 is Moses talking to God, and he says, "Well, I've never been very eloquent. I am not now. I wasn't when you told me that you were calling me to be your servant. I haven't been the entire time, and I'm not likely to be. I am very slow of speech and slow of mind." And slow there is exactly what you think it is. He's saying, I trip over my words a lot. I don't speak very well. A lot of people think that maybe Moses even had a stuttering problem. And he's telling God, you got the wrong dude for a speaking job because I don't know how to do this. I don't have any qualifications. I can't go talk to Pharaoh. My words are awful. I feel like an idiot. There is no way I could possibly ever do this. And you know, the thing about that story that I find the most fascinating, aside from the fact that people know it, but almost nobody really pays attention to it, Moses goes on to lead the hell out of these people. I mean, he carries them through 40 years in the desert. When God is tired of them, he stands in the gap and says, no, man, let's be easier on them. And that leadership, I mean, that shows you a couple of things, right? We like to say in society that the people least qualified to lead are the people who want to lead. And I think this is the perfect illustration of that. But there's another piece to that, and it is how many people on YouTube is a beautiful example of this. How many people start a channel and you can just tell they feel awkward on camera, they don't know, they're timid about what they say, they don't really have a niche, they don't really have an opinion, they don't really have a thing. But then you flash forward a year, 6 months, whatever, and they're this powerhouse of messaging, right? YouTube is filled with these people that have these beautiful and precious messages to share. And if they hadn't pushed through that, if they hadn't owned their leadership potential, then all of those messages would be wasted. All of those lives that are changed just wouldn't be. Cold out here, so I'm going to push myself to get to a point in a hurry. My exhortation for us today is that you may well feel like Moses, that you have no leadership potential in you, but it's not true. Every beating heart, every person that can draw breath is able to communicate. And if you are able to communicate, you are a leader. And your particular perspective, the thing I'm always talking about, your voice, your perspective, your context, that's what you lead in. And the rest of us and the entire world are out here waiting for you, just waiting to see where you can lead us. And let that bolster you. Use that to be even youer than you have been. Be the leader you are meant to be. May God pour out the blessings of pushing you right through any possible resistance that you think you can't do it. And let Him show you more than you ever thought possible in your own life. And I love you so much. And I'm gonna get out of this cold because it is freezing and wet out here. And peace out.